Hey there, everybody. Welcome. This is the first of a series that I am doing this year, featuring my 2025 tomato grow list. I see some of you in the comments already that I know. If it's your first time watching, my name is Lauren, otherwise known as Mrs. Tomato Head. I have my hands in quite a bit in the tomato world. I have a Thursday show called Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce. It is at this time actually every Thursday. And each week I feature new varieties, perhaps with great stories, new to me. And we have a lot of fun. And it's live just like this. And I love to interact with the audience. I love going live pretty much all the time. It's just I feed my energy feeds off of you guys. So while this series will be on Tuesdays, just like today, for the foreseeable future, because I'll be curious today to see how many varieties I can get in. I'm going to try to be not so chatty and just go through them. So we'll see how many. And I also want to keep Tuesdays to 1 hour. And I'm going to see how that goes. So we'll see how many we can fit into an hour. And then that will tell how long or how many episodes this will be. This is episode 1. It is March 18th, 2025. If you're new to my channel and are looking for which varieties I'm growing in 2025, we're happy to have you with us. Also run a group called Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. We're a great community on Facebook. Many people join Facebook or go back on Facebook just to be a part of our community. We're really for tomato growers of all, whether you're beginner or experienced. We do have games where you can start collecting seeds. We do swaps, but we're much more than that. We also are all about education and just a very kind and generous group. I see many people in the comments here are from the group. And on the first Friday of the month, I co-host Tomato Talk Live with Jen Joy, who has a very popular tomato YouTube channel. And we have a lot of fun. Our next episode is, I have last month's episode graphic up there. Next episode would be April 4th, Friday, April 4th. So we would love to have you. All of our past episodes, by the way, are on both of our YouTube channels. If you're watching, well, you're probably watching on my YouTube channel. If you don't already subscribe, I would appreciate if you did. It helps me out a lot. Like the episode. And I see, just popped up. Sherman. Hey, Sherman, remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. I do love to interact with all of you. I would like to say that the varieties I'm growing this year, and I decided to make my life easier. Imagine that. And I'm going to do it in alphabetical order. I really wanted to skip around and stuff, but that just makes my life more challenging. So I'm going to start in alphabetical order. It is still too soon. I'm in Western New Jersey, almost by Pennsylvania, 6B. And, I learned the hard way that planting early doesn't do well. They get too big. I have a great process, and you can find out more about my process. I think I have Seed Starting 101 on my YouTube channel. It's a bit different from a lot of seed starting videos you will see. I found a process that has worked great for us for a number of years now. So you may want to check that out. But they get so big. Like, honestly, I could probably, they say 6 to 8 weeks. I could probably do 4 weeks and have tomatoes that are ample size to put in the ground. And I do stagger my starts. I've started my dwarfs only because I then can put them in grow bags in the garage and bring them in when it's too frosty at night or too cold, and then drag them back out. Rob and I do that when it's sunny. But seed starting my regular tomatoes, we're going to be away the last weekend in March, which is when I would normally do it. So I'm stuck with, do we do it next weekend or do we wait till the first week of April? honestly, I've started seeds well into early May and have had great harvests. They do tend to catch up with one another. So friends don't let friends start too early. And it's very tempting because we have these great varieties, some of which I'm going to showcase today. But you may want to really consider, many people think that starting their seeds early will give you earlier tomatoes, and that's really not the case. And you stand to stress out your plants. They get too big for your indoor grow lights. They'll start to turn yellow. You're really best off waiting if you can. But and if you have any questions about, I'm obviously not an expert on everybody's, zones, but try not to start early. You will thank yourself later and have very, very healthy seedlings. So before I get started, I'm going to try not to be chatty, but I do love getting comments from all of you and seeing who's here. Chef DL Turner, hey there, testing. It's working all right already. And you've got Microsoft Word is open and ready to type. Yes, get a notebook and a pen because you may see things that you would like. Now, I have to give a caveat in that a lot of what I'm growing this year are rare seeds that have been given to me by various people from all over the world that may not be available for purchase this year. I do have links to all of them, so you can at least find out more information about them. But there will be some I'm featuring today that you can get for sale, but there are others where you won't find them. And I'm sorry for that, but that's where my grow list starts getting big. I'm still at 150. I'd like to get to 125, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So I thought I had it all solidified. And then my friend Lydia Stafford has a friend in Russia who just sent me about 30 Zagalin. He's a Russian breeder, 70, about 20, 25 of his varieties that are not yet available for sale at some of the places that I buy from. So Lydia, if you are watching, I love you and thank you to you and your friend from Russia, but curse you! I'm having to go through all of them. There's some great things in here. He's just got some great varieties. So this is the plight of a tomato lover. I'm sure many of you can relate. And I don't do anybody any good when I'm showcasing these varieties that all of a sudden you need to have. But it's all in good fun. Oh, I want to show my t-shirt. I've had this one for a while. I've never worn it. And today I thought was the perfect day to wear it. It says, I was normal 2 tomatoes ago. Honestly, I was normal like 100 tomatoes ago. Not really. I mean, I don't even know what most normal people grow. It really depends on your property and what you feel like you can handle. 125 is still a lot to handle for me, but because I do reviews. Oh, by the way, if you can subscribe to my Instagram channel or page, I am at Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. I do very I'm not thinking very well today. This should make for an interesting episode. I do very detailed reviews of tomatoes I've grown in the past. I have hundreds more to go, but I'm starting to try to keep up with it more. So Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head on Instagram. And then, of course, join our community on Facebook, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. We also have Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap and Gardening Lovers Collective and Swap. But the flagship group was Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, and that's more appropriate for this episode. So I'm going to try to get to as many comments as I can, but I really do want to get it going because this will be, I want to see how many tomatoes we can get to. But I will just glance, and I'm sorry if I'm not getting all of your comments. Hi, Heidi. Glad you're here. Hi, Noire. Sam is here. Hey, Sam. Thanks for being here. Laura Bradley's here. Hey there. Which varieties made the cut this year? There are still some, and I'll say the ones that come up that they're on the bubble. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for being here. Adrian Baker. Hi, Adrian. Can't wait to hear what you're growing this year, Lauren. Thank you. I'm not giving away prizes on these Tuesday shows. Make sure you tune in on Thursday, same time, Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce. I give away prizes there, but this is purely my grow list. I'm going to try to be professional tomato YouTuber today. We'll see how that goes. And if you're watching on Instagram, hi there. Thank you for watching. I can't see any comments from Instagram. Unfortunately, you're able to watch, but I can't see comments. So you can bebop over to my YouTube channel, which is also Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head, if you'd like to participate in comments and also win prizes, not today, but on Thursdays. Hi, Tara Dove. Thanks for being here. Nancy Wu is here. Hi there. Akelia is here. Hi, Akelia, aka Tree. Michelle Urban. Hey, Michael. Glad you're here. Look, I'm 10 minutes in. I haven't showcased one tomato. This is what happens. That's okay. Hi, Tiffany. Francis says, excited, I'm on my hardening off week, ready to plant Sunday. Lucky duck. Lucky duck. Those of us in northern part of the world, U.S. for me, we'll live vicariously through you for sure. Hi, Leslie. Thanks for being here. Kina's here. She's my co-admin with Jen Joy and Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. Hey, Kina. Thanks for being here. Oh, Jamie's here. I can't stay and watch live, but I wanted to drop in, say hi to all my tomato friends. You look gorgeous, Lauren. Thank you. Miss hanging out with you all. Thank you. That's a very nice thing to say. Hi, Tanya. Tanya's Townhouse Garden. I'll have to check out your page from Southeast Michigan. Welcome. Janet Felber says, hardening off week almost done. Zone 10A. Wonderful. Chastity's here. Hi, Chastity. Christy Quinn is here. Hey, Christy. And Terry's here. Hey, everybody. Glad you could join us. Hi, Susan. And Deborah. And Deb. And Amy D. Oh, look at that. I'm caught up for now. Okay, let's get right into it. So if you have grown any of these varieties or will be growing any of these varieties, let us know in the comments. It's always helpful. Although if you say it stinks, honestly, I'll slash it right off the grow list. However, obviously, and I say this during my Thursday show, tomato taste is so subjective. Otherwise, we would all be growing the same tomatoes. So maybe you like some of the things that I really like, and so maybe we have the same taste. I do have some people that I know we have the same taste. So when they say something's good, I listen. But I am regrowing a number of things this year, which is kind of unusual for me. But I'm starting to do some tomato breeding. And there's some that I simply just love and I needed to grow again. It's been a couple years. And there's some that I want to grow again because I want to make some crosses. So I will let you know. But the vast majority are all new to me. So let's go. Where is my... Oh, hang on. I got to switch something here. Okay, this is not today. Okay, this first one is called Ebanas. My friend Gigi gave me seeds for this as it was on my most wanted. If it is your first time watching, one of my obsessions for this year, and I always have an obsession of the year, is Spanish tomatoes, Spanish pinks, Spanish reds. And I've had a number of people say you need to grow this one. It's like the best tomato ever. So, and I really haven't liked red tomatoes up until a variety I'm going to talk about in a couple minutes. But this one has won all kinds of competitions. It says it's a tomato from Ebanas in Cantabria. It won Best Tomato from Cantabria in the competition of the Third National Fair of the Ancient Tomato of Bezana. It says, don't be fooled by its appearance. It is a giant pink variety with an ugly flat appearance, but it is a delight to try. Very fleshy and with few seeds. It is pale pink in color, aromatic, and has a balanced flavor. It can produce fruit that weigh more than a kilo, although the most common is that they weigh between 300 to 500 grams. So has anybody grown Ebanas? And let me get you a link to at least check this one out. Here we go. And I'll put the links in the comments. For those of you watching the recording, I apologize, but you can, when you do the replay, the live chat should show up. So here is the link right here. Oh, we've got more people here. Hey, Missy. Oop. Hang on. Get rid of this thing. That keeps popping up. That's a problem. Hi, Missy. Glad you're here. Oh, Terry, did I not tell you guys? She's asking how Vilma's doing. There's a microdwarf tomato called Vilma, which is in my top 2 or 3 favorite micros. And I had a plant that was 2.5 years old, just recently passed away. Like, I would prune her and give her fresh soil, a pot and all of that. And this last time I just couldn't save her, but she had a good run. It was really kind of traumatic, to be honest with you. If you're looking to get into growing microdwarfs tomatoes, I love Vilma. It's a great variety. Obviously it is sort of indeterminate because I got many harvests over the years. So yeah, wah, wah. So sorry to break that bad news. Blah Blah's here. Blah Blah, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Hey there. Nice to see you. Okay, so the next one is one of those that not available for sale yet, but I don't think, I could be wrong about this. I don't think Tomato Eden has it yet. But it is my other obsession for this year's varieties by Sofia Sakova of Russia. And I was fortunate enough to be in contact with her. She sent me an envelope of a lot of her varieties that she sells on her site in Russia, although she's stopped taking sales for the year at this point. I'm pretty sure this one's not available at Tomato Eden yet. But after this season, I know that Tatiana's growing them too. This one's called Alisino Heart. It's an F6. I love green when ripe. Here's what Sophia herself says about it. She says it is one of my most beautiful and delicious hearts of my selection. Showed good stability, but at this stage of selection, there's still a possibility of splitting. And a lot of hers are in the F6. What that means, for those of you that may not know, it's you make a cross, and then each generation you grow out has a number. So first generation would be F1. F6 is 6th generation, not considered stable yet. According to Craig LaHoulier, who's on Tomato Talk Live with Jen and I 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, he was talking mainly about F7. Even I would even go so far as F8 is considered stable. Do I care? No, I don't. Does it create confusion in the tomato world when 10 different people are growing out 10 different Alisino hearts? Yes, it does. But I found this out with growing. I loved Jarsons last year, and there's a million different kinds of Jarsons, all from the same cross. So that's Alisino Heart. Let me Lane, growing Vilma for the first time this year. Hopefully I can get her to live long too. You will. Believe me, you will. After she's done with her first harvest, I would just recommend pruning her, freshening up the soil, amend the soil, and I guarantee you will get other harvests from her. She was a fighter, my Vilma, and I think I abused her a little in the end, which is probably why she didn't do so well. But she and I, we were tight. We were tight. Hi, Sri Devi. Love green ones. Me too. Where can I get seeds for Vilma? Oh, you can find them many, many places. Just Google Vilma microdwarf tomato. It's one of the more popular ones that you can get seeds for. All right, let me give you the link to Alisino Heart. If it starts popping up with that thingy again, I don't know how to get rid of that. Where are we? Alisino heart. Okay, this is the listing on Sophia's site. We have a grow out in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap this year. All for Sophia varieties. So it's going to be exciting. And for the ones I'm growing, as long as the plants do well, anybody in my grow out will be getting them. Oops. There we go. Okay, there's the listing. And the next one is another Sophia. I mentioned, if you're just joining us, I'm going in alphabetical order down my 2025 grow list just to keep things a little bit more streamlined for me rather than jumping around, even though I'm so excited to tell you guys all about it. All the colors of the world. By the way, some of these that I'm talking about today, in fact, probably most of them, I have showcased before on my Thursday show, Lauren's Tomato Awesomesauce. So maybe you remember, maybe you don't. There are a few, though, that for some reason or another I haven't talked about yet, but this one I have. This is an F6 also, all the colors of the world. I would want to grow it just for the name, honestly. But it looks gorgeous and sounds gorgeous. Sophia says it's a cross of pink tulip and Xanadu green goddess. I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of Xanadu green goddess, but this looks phenomenal, and I'm curious to see how the cross with pink tulip is. She says, a very colorful tomato, hence the name, which was invented by my tomato friend Svetlana. Despite the already sufficient period of stabilization, the variety is capricious and gives splits. Okay, so not stable yet either. The goal is to get painted tulips with antho. Antho, for those of you that may not know, and I'm repeating myself, but I have a feeling there's people watching that have never watched me before, just because top 10, tomatoes on grow lists are very popular on YouTube right now. So if it's your first time, welcome. Really happy to have you. Antho is, you can get actual black on a lot of these tomatoes, usually on the shoulders or the top of the tomato. And there's some like Black Beauty that are almost all black, and then there's some with just a touch of them. I do see some antho on the shoulders of this one. Not a big fan of antho, but sometimes if it's just on the shoulders, I don't mind it. What else she said? Fruits are beautiful hearts, 200 to 300 grams with small ribs, tricolor sweet pulp. And that's it. So it's all the colors of the world. Let me get you the link to that. If I decide that putting the links in is taking too much time, I may stop it. Why don't you guys tell me in the comments, do the links help you? Or is it just as easy to Google on your own? If they help you, I will keep doing it and deal with deleting that thingy. But if it doesn't matter, then I won't. Okay, there it is in the comments, and I'll delete. I don't know why this keeps popping up. Okay, all the colors of the world. Anybody else growing this year? You appreciate them. Hey, Harley. Good to know. I had a feeling that you guys would appreciate them. I know if it was me, I would appreciate it too, because some of them are just really, really difficult to find. So, hey, Christy. Gorgeous. Deb says, got the pink inside. It's got to be good, right? Deb, this is like our color, the interior color. Kina too. Links are helpful. Links are great. Awesome. Awesome sauce. It's appreciated. Okay. Great. Some of them are easy to Google, Christy. Some of them just aren't. So maybe what I'll do is, if it's easy to Google, I won't do it. But if I know it's not, I will not do it. Hey, Nicole, did I already say hi to you? Nice you can join us. Links help. I know you're growing at Kina. And Deb, I think you might be too, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, it's Malachi Chen. Better late than never. Jen, I know you missed the beginning. I'm trying to squeeze as many into 1 hour. I'm going to keep this series to 1 hour each Tuesday, and trying not to be as chatty as I normally get on Thursdays. Lane says, I like having links. Also super helpful when I don't get to watch live because it's easier for me to find more info through the links. Please keep including them. Done. Done. Kristen, it does look like Summer of Love. Absolutely. Yeah, me too. How many did I miss just got here? I thought there were more. This is just number 3. Is that possible? Ebanas, Alisino. Yeah. I thought I was being all speedy. We're already half an hour in. So this episode will dictate how many I can get to. We may be doing these Tuesdays until December. All right, moving on. This one I featured in my unboxing from Heritage Seed Market. This is a new dwarf that they've just started offering called Alma's Century Pink. The breeder's Timothy T., who works with Ellie at Bunny Hop Seeds from the United States. Ellie says it's easily the largest beefsteak I've ever grown on a dwarf plant. In addition to having the largest fruit, it produced them more abundantly than any other beefsteak dwarf plant I have grown. This impressive dwarf is another newly developed winner from my friend Timothy T. Timothy T describes the history. He says this tasty pink beefsteak is from the dwarf line of Red House Freestanding crossed with Prudence Purple. It's named after Alma Kale. She was a feisty lady who could grow anything and was a garden mentor for over 40 years. On her 100th birthday, she chose her favorite out of 4 of my pink tomatoes, and this was it. It's a very stocky, stout potato leaf dwarf that grows to 4 feet by end of season. 4 feet, 115 centimeters. Has good to very good production that are downright tasty. Both sweet and good old southern tang stand out. In a 5-gallon bucket, the fruits average 7 to 10 ounces. Grown in 7-gallon or the raised beds, it averaged 10 to 14 ounces. So that's Alma's Century Pink. Are you growing Alma's too, Malachi Jen? Awesome sauce. It does look delicious. I know. They had a couple new ones this year. 1 hour. Good luck with that. I know. We'll see how I do. Andrea. Hi, Andrea. I may regret watching this today as I try to reduce the list down, but here we go. Yeah. Grab you a notebook and a pen. Let me give you a link. This one's easy to find, but I'll give it to you anyway. This is only available at the moment at Heritage Seed Market, otherwise known as Bunny Hop Seeds, because they've just released it. Okay. There we go. Bam. And delete. Okay. So the next one, anybody else growing this year other than Malachite Jen? Kristen's growing a few varieties from Timothy T., especially finding out he's from North Carolina. Go Tar Heels. Yep. Michelle says, if it's on Ellie's site, it's on my list now. You can go back in my episodes. I did a great unboxing for Heritage Seed Market, Bunny Hop Seeds, a couple months ago. And Ellie was there live with us, not live on the show, but she was there in the comments helping to answer all questions. I adore her too. In fact, I'm growing one of her micros that doesn't have an official name yet, that she said is the sweetest micro dwarf that she's bred so far. So I'm excited for that. Not available yet. She said it's still a couple generations away, but I'm excited for that. Okay. Next one. Looks boring, right? Amela, or Amela, probably. It's from Japan and Spain, believe it or not. My friend Marco gave me seeds for this. Thank you, Marco, if you're watching. Normally, this is a hybrid, and it is the there's a big website talking all about it being like the sweetest tomato ever. It's more like a fruit, it's just insanity. If you Google Amela tomato, you will find it. The breeder is Sun Farmer Iberica. But what he sent me, he said he's got a source like from the company, that he sent me a non-hybrid version of it and claims it tastes just like the hybrid. Oftentimes, and we talked about this, I think, on Tomato Talk Live with Craig, Jen and I did, Sun Gold is a lot of people's favorite cherry. That is an F1 hybrid. People have tried to grow it out, save seeds from it and grow it out, and you just don't get the same tomato. It may look the same, but it will not taste the same. The only way to get a true Sun Gold is by growing the hybrid version. So this is not the case where somebody saved seeds and is trying to continue the flavor. This is somehow, I don't know. I didn't ask questions. All I know is when he told me that, I'm like, I have to grow it. He said it's a super gourmet variety from Japan, regular leaf plant producing pink, medium-sized round tomatoes. It's a Japanese connoisseur variety with a very high taste reputation. Has a really intense, bold taste that is hard to beat. Just amazing. The only downside for me is the quite hard flesh it has. Most Amela fruits that are sold are hybrids, but through a contact, I was able to get this variety in a rare seed-stable variation. It is one of my favorite tasting medium-sized tomatoes. So I think there's even a group of people that are growing varieties that are Amela that they've, saved seeds from and are continuing to grow. I think I saw a Facebook group for that. So we will see. I don't mind thick skin if it truly tastes the way that he claims it's going to taste. Do I have a link for this? I think I have a link for the general Amela site. Yeah, I do. So if you're curious about this tomato, this website will definitely make your taste buds say, I need this. Okay, just put it in the comments. So I'm excited for that. I didn't even know it existed, honestly. The Japanese are doing really amazing things with tomatoes. I don't know why I put Spain too. I think they may have an office in Spain as well. I don't have that written down. Okay, this next one, unless you have Russian contacts, you likely won't see it where you can grow it this year, but next year, obviously the people that I'm getting these rare seeds from, some of them are vendors from over in Eastern Europe. So I know they'll be growing them too, like Tatiana at Tomato Eden. This one is called Angel's Soul, or Soul of an Angel. It's from Russia. It is, I got this information from a site called tomatopomidor.ru, a Russian site. And they say it's a new variety for lovers of exotics, tall mid-season variety. Oh, these bronze caramel hearts, ... Inside is tricolor pulp. Each bush, like sea buckthorn, not sure what that is hung with delicious angel hearts, like a Christmas tree with toys. We can praise it for its excellent health, high yield, wonderful taste of fruits of unusual color. In short, it has everything: sweetness, sourness, fruitiness, pulp like butter. Be still my heart. We call such varieties tomato fruits. I really liked the variety. It will definitely remain in the collection. Anybody else happen to have seeds for this one? Oh, Andrew, you got an Amela F3 or Amela F3. Exciting. Exciting. Oh, Chef, I know. I'm sorry to do these things to you. Jen Joy's here listening on her drive home. Glad you could join us, my love. Tiffany, love the coloring on that angel soul. You and me both. If there's something new that looks like this, I'm growing it this year. Oh, Christy, you're so cute. I'm listening at my desk at work. Literally bought my first pair of earbuds to do this. Aw. Oh, Kina, you're not growing it this year? That's shocking. I'm shocked. I'll sample it for us. Let me get you the link so you can at least check it out. Quinoa, I'm totally shocked. This is such a quinoa tomato. But then there's a lot of quinoa and Lauren and Deb tomatoes that out this year. It's tough to know. So you have to cut it off somewhere, right? Here it is in the comments. I love this platform, EV Mux, but it does things like that that make me crazy. And I don't know why. Okay. This next one came from one of you who watched my Thursday show. And I don't remember who. All I remember, it was a man who put it in the comments like as my show was ending. And I was, preaching about my newfound love for Spanish tomatoes. And he mentioned, have you grown this variety? And this variety is called Arexabaleta, or however you pronounce it. It is from Spain. I had heard really good things about this one already. And then when he told me, and I went and checked it out, I'm like, I must grow this. Forget where I got seeds from. I know, it was from Tomate de Charme in France. It's also known as Morado de Aretxabaleta, which just means, like purple or dark. Depends on, there's like rosado, negro, morado. It's just meaning dark in Spanish. So here's what I know about it. A member insisted this is the best Spanish tomato, hands down. And then a site called El Diario Vasco says there are tomatoes in Arexabaleta, but not the good kind, but the best. This is how it was defined at the National Fair of the Ancient Tomato, held last weekend in the Cantabrian town of Mezzana. Interesting. That was like the first tomato too, which was Ebanas, won that year, same year, or not same year, different year, but same festival. During these days, in addition to enjoying tastings, workshops, talks, and distribution of seeds, a competition for the best tomatoes was organized, and there, in the category of best national tomato, the Arexabaleta tomato has prevailed over the rest of the varieties. Well, if that isn't grabbing me, I don't know what is. And then Tomato Faifu from Belgium says it's a very popular and emblematic variety of the Spanish Basque country, originating from the village of Arexabaleta. Fruit weighing 200 to 300 grams, sometimes more, slightly flattened and with discreetly ribbed shoulders, pinkish purple with yellowish green shoulders, very fleshy and juicy flesh, excellent old-fashioned tomato flavor, good productivity. And Tomato Faifu actually talks about Morado too. It means purplish. It's a generic term. There are several varieties with this name, and their origins where they specify it's purplish or dark, or Arexabaleta. Anybody growing this or have grown this before? Oh, yes, it was you. Thank you, RDB. It was you. Thanks to you, I have this on my grow list. And he or she, I'm sorry, I don't even know. I'm assuming you're a guy. I don't know why I'm assuming that. I think because RDB reminds me of my husband's name, Rob. I'm sorry if you're female, whatever the case, best tomato of Spain. And that's what you said. So this is not going anywhere. It is going right on my grow list. It is staying there. Anybody else grown this before or looking? Oh, Kina says, I'm taking it back. I think I have another angel something bronze. I think I may know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I may know what you're talking about. There is a new one with angel and bronze in the name too, I think. Interesting. Missy. Hi, Missy. Old fashioned, that's my keyword. Oh, and you are a he. Well, thank you very, very much. I'm really looking forward to growing this year. And for everybody, all these Spanish varieties I'm growing, for those of you in the Spanish varieties, grow out with me. As long as all goes well, you'll be getting seeds for all of these at the end of the season too. Hi, Eva. Nice to have you here. And Dana, I'm not giving away any prizes on these Tuesday episodes. It's just grow list tomatoes just because I'm trying to keep these to an hour apiece, and I'll be doing them each Tuesday at this time till I'm done. But I'm trying to see how many varieties I can get in. We're still on the A's, which is kind of crazy. So tune in on Thursday, though, for Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce. I will be giving away prizes again. Thursdays, 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central European Standard Time. Okay. Let me get you the link to this guy. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Maybe not. Oh, I guess it went away. This is the link from Tomato Faifu. I don't know if they have it in stock. But go to Tomate de Charme. Let me put a banner up because I know they have them in stock, at least last time I checked. I'm pretty sure it's .com. Tomate de Charme. Or in the group, you can put it on our most wanted list. You can have one variety listed at a time, your most wanted. Put any of these. You can put on Seed Seeking Saturday if it's not available to purchase. We do offer lots of opportunities to get seeds you may be looking for. It's important to Kina, Jen, and I. All right. That was number 7. Okay. So we may get, I still got 20 minutes, so we may get more than 10. That was kind of my goal. Otherwise, we'd be here for forever. This next one is thanks to my friend Rowena, who sent me seeds. Oops, I forgot. I had a second slide for Aretxabaleta. This is this graphic on the right is showing it being featured at that festival I was talking about. Armenian. This is a new addition to my 2025 grow list. She had sent me seeds. I believe she got them from Jardins de Tomates, which is a great vendor. You can pay a flat fee and pick, depending on how much you pay, you can pick up to 40 varieties. I'm pretty sure that's where she got this one, but normally bicolors, I've had some good ones. Cherokee Purple bicolor I really like. A couple Jarsons that were really great. There's one I grew last year that was also pretty good. Marzipan Gold and some of the hearts. But the description of this one got me. Thank you, Rowena, if you're watching. Tomato Faifu says, unusually strong flavors for a bicolored. Just that. Sold. Because I like, if Darla is watching, loud flavored tomatoes. That is her term. I like stuff with a lot of flavor, equally balanced sweet and tang, but really, and I like it to linger on the palate. If it's watery or anything like that, it can be good for a second, but if it's good for more than a second, I like it. So unusually strong flavors for bicolored. Native variety from Armenia, presented to the Seed Savers Yearbook in 1991. These are big fruits of plus or minus 300 grams, the biggest being able to reach a kilo. Beefsteak generally round, flattened, and ribbed in high part, but it arrives that some are slightly heart-shaped. If you guys aren't used to watching me, a lot of these are taken from sites that are from different areas of the world, so the translations don't always, they sound a little wacky, but I don't want to change too much because I want to be as true to the description as possible. It arrives that some are slightly heart-shaped, clusters of 3 to 4 fruits, depression at the peduncular attachment wide and deep, irregular umbilical trace, generally rather tortured. I don't know what generally rather tortured means. Bicolored orange-yellow color veiled with red, flesh of yellow ox mottled with red, containing few seeds, with a sweet taste but more pronounced than the other bicolors. That got me too. Plant with limited development, dense foliage, indeterminate growth. Anybody grown this one or plan on growing this one? Oh, does Alexi have an Armenian also? It must be different. Huh. So this one's been around for a while. Oh, Kina, you can always fit more in, my friend. Blah, blah, the strong flavors. Let me get you guys the link for Armenian. I think I took the link from Tomato Faifu. Tomato Faifu doesn't have a whole lot in stock these days, but they're a great resource for when you're trying to find out like accurate. They seem to be pretty accurate to me, accurate information about varieties. Okay, here's Armenian in the comments. You can do it, Kina. I've got faith in you. I know unusually strong flavors for a bicolored. How can you not? Okay, next one. This is one I grew last year for the first time. I talk about it ad nauseum because for years and years, Rob and I were trying to find a red tomato that had flavor. And don't get me wrong, I know they have flavor, but like real flavor, like that intense flavor we just talked about with Armenian. And I'm always, even though we get frustrated over the years, we always added a handful of new ones and maybe we would find it. We actually found a couple pretty good ones last year. Ed's Millennium, which you can get from Secret Seed Cartel. Assol, spelled Assol, was pretty good. There's another one with a funky name that was pretty good. But the best, and not even close, like by far the best, is this variety, bacon, lettuce, and this. It's bred in the United States by Gary Fitzgerald, otherwise known as Tormato. He also runs the MMMM swap from Tomato Junction. Oops, where'd I go? And the cross is Dino and Orange. Is that right? Dino and Orange Strawberry? That's what I have written down, but why does that not seem right? No, that is wrong. Excuse that cross. That's not. He discovered this variety in his garden. That must have been left over from a previous slide. Forget the Dino and Orange Strawberry. It has nothing. Thought it sounded weird. I won't read you my entire review because it's lengthy and gushy, but I will tell you that we gave it a 9.5 out of 10, which is pretty unheard of. That's way up there with our favorite tomatoes. The Brick score, which measures sugars, is 5.5. I will be giving you a link to my review in just a minute, but I got to cross this out. It's bugging me. I probably can't do that. I'll chop it all off. Sorry about the cross. That drives me crazy when I have wrong information. I'm like, I didn't remember that being in a cross. It was discovered by Gary in his garden in Massachusetts in the United States. Gary doesn't know what year, but he thought F7, F8 was last year. Gary describes it indeterminate, potato leaf, red beefsteak, great flavor. He says it's a favorite red tomato of his, which is high praise since he has stated many times he does not like many red tomatoes, given the vast number of better tasting pinks. So he and I are on the same wavelength with that. Gary suspects it's a natural cross of Granny's Heart. And there's another natural cross of Granny's Heart called Swoon. It's an indeterminate potato leaf, 1+ pound. Let me just tell you, these were fantastic, you guys. So, and many of us grew it in the group last year. So if you want to put it on your most wanted or seed seeking Saturday, I bet you'll find it. Let me get you the link. The link is to my review on my Instagram channel. So it gives you a little bit more information. Come on, where is it? Okay. I know Samantha Schaefer of Homegrown Illinois is the only vendor I know of that sells it, but I'm pretty sure, Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, you're out of stock. I think I talk about it so much. They're flying off her shelves. So sorry again about the wrong information about the cross. Anybody else has grown this and thinks the same as me. Michelle, bacon lettuce in this does not do well in the heat and humidity. I can't compare it to a place like Florida, but I will tell you that last season we had a drought and it was very hot and it gets humid in New Jersey and it did just fine for us. But again, our climates may be very different, but it was a survivor for sure. Achille got seeds from homegrown in Illinois. Yeah, she's got many of Gary's crosses in there. OMG, Lauren, BL and this, can't wait to try it. Yeah, I hope I'm not steering you guys wrong, but I don't think I am. Rob and I kept tasting it throughout the season. It was a mid-season for us, started mid-season. And we're like, was this really that good? And then we would taste it. And yes, it is to our palates. So for those of you who are trying it because of me, I hope you feel the same. Jen grew it and didn't like it, but I think there were some factors in there that she said. I think she had just brushed her teeth or lip gloss. I forget what she said. She had a rough year last year too with her drought and the deer, but pretty sure she would have liked this. Malachi Jen says, can't wait to try BLT. I hope it's as tasty growing in the desert heat. Yeah, see, even though we had a drought, I don't know that it can compare to Nevada. I really don't. But it did do fine for us. And, when I say it gets hot, it can get to like 100 degrees. It doesn't get like much past 100. So I know it is a bit different. Swoon is fabulous. I think Swoon is on my grow list this year. I'm pretty sure it is. At least it was. I forget if it made it or not. Cabin Fever is also amazing. I think I had to cut that one. Lane's growing BLT this year. My lone seedling is struggling, but I'm hoping it will take off when it gets in the ground. I hope so too. Hi, Sashka. I am late, unfortunately, but I will catch up tomorrow. Cool beans. And Sam says she is sold out. Yeah, so best bet to get it for this year is put it in Most Wanted or Seed Seeking Saturday, and perhaps somebody has it that they can help you out. Wink, wink. Susan Cooper's growing it this year. Cynthia's growing it this year. Interesting, Sam. It did struggle in high temps for you. Interesting. It just didn't for me. But I don't know. Everything seemed to do well for me, even with the drought last year. My mushroom compost is like, it's crack for tomatoes. It just is. If you're able to get your hands on it, everything did well. It's funny when I'm writing my reviews for my Instagram page, because I'm like, production is great. And production has been great for the last couple of years since we started using mushroom compost. It wasn't always like we had years where Cherokee Purple, they gave us a decent amount, 10 to 12 tomatoes tops. And then 3 years ago when we grew it in mushroom compost, it was cranking out like 40 and 50 tomatoes, which can be kind of unheard of for some of those older heirlooms. So I'm a big fan. Sashka wants to try this BLT. You should. Deb, you grew it last year and really liked it a lot. Yeah, it's a good one. Kelly's growing it this year. Eric's, this is a lot of pressure, you guys. BLT's on my list. Sathia's growing it. Malachi Jen's growing Cabin Fever and Swoon from Sam's store too. Cool beans. Lisa says, don't forget to make plans for shade cloth friends. It cools my high desert eastern Washington climate by 10 degrees. BLT is also is WA Washington? No. Is it? That's not desert. What's WA? I don't think Washington's desert. Maybe it is. Maybe part of it is. Kristen, I tried the mushroom compost last year, had great tomatoes. Yeah, it's true. True story. Hi, South Dakota Living. I'm growing it too. And it would be good on a club sandwich. Like, the name is no joke. It's great. I don't eat bacon, but fake bacon would be great. It's a great tomato sandwich tomato. It's a great everything tomato in my view. Eric Mooney, I'm getting 15 yards of mushroom compost for my garden this season. Yay, you'll love it. And I'm lucky to have a county that sells certified compost for $16 a yard. That's fantastic. It is Washington, huh? I didn't know there was desert in Washington, to be honest with you, although I know it's a big state. Adrian's growing it in Georgia. We will see how it does in the heat. My garden does have a good amount of shade, though, so they get a good break from the heat, tend to do well. Awesome sauce. All right, let's see if I can get to one more tomato. How many are we at? All right, that was number 10. I spent a little too much time on bacon lettuce in this. Maybe I can do 2 more. We'll see. This one's on the bubble for me, meaning, oops, oh, shoot. Not this one. This one's definitely not on the bubble. I forgot the slide. How'd that happen? It's not showing up. Hang on. Things are freaking out. My slideshow's gone. Shoot. I wonder if that's God's way of saying, you're done, Zaleski, you're done. Because none of my slides are showing up. I do have the slide for it. But, all right, well, that one's showing up. That one's not. Now bacon lettuce and this isn't showing up. Weird. Okay, well, the next one, I guess I'll save it for next week. Thought I was going to get more than 10. I guess I could skip that and get back to it next week. All right, this one's kind of a no-brainer for me, Bananas Noire. It's called this. We've grown every year for the last several years. This was an accidental cross discovered in our garden years ago. Accidental cross of a variety called Bananas Noire or black pineapple, which is very, very popular. Many of you know it. It crossed with an unknown cherry. Pretty sure we know the cherry. And what you get are saladette or smaller versions of Bananas Noire, but in my opinion, a better full-bodied flavor, very sweet, and they're gorgeous and productive. I know many of you grew it last year. I love giving away seeds for it. Love the colors of these. That interior for me is a showstopper, and it is stable now. It's been around long enough where it is stable. I say this, however, last year we got a mutation. Let's see if the slide comes up. A cherry version, a smaller version, large cherry. So I'm going to grow this one this year and see what happens. See if we still get that even smaller version. That's a large cherry because they tasted great. Really sweet. Similar to regular Bananas Noire, but having it in a cherry would be cool too. So that one you definitely can't find yet. I'm not giving out seeds for that one yet because it could come out to be regular Bananas Noire this year. So and those, if actually some vendors are selling it now. Tomato Eden is selling it. Vienna Seeds is selling it. I think those are the two main ones at this point. Or put it in Most Wanted or Seed Seeking Saturday. You'll definitely get it. Enough people have grown it. Let's see if that other slide will come up now. No, weird. Wonder what's happening. Okay. Well, I will end on that. So let's go over the 10 from this week. Ebanas, Alisino Heart, All the Colors of the World, Alma's Century Pink Dwarf, Amela. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're not all showing up, so maybe I can't show. There was Angel Soul, which all of a sudden isn't showing up. Arretxabaleta, Armenian, bacon lettuce in this, and then some are showing up, some aren't. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Look, I did it in an hour. We only got, what did we get in? 12 varieties. and the one that wasn't showing up, I'll have to show next week. So thank you for joining me in this first installment. I'll see you guys next Tuesday, same time, same place. Oh, Christy, looking forward to growing your baby. Was it showing for you? It was Baltic chocolate. It wasn't showing on my screen. Ugh, Evie Mux, you make me crazy. Well, I'll talk about it next week. I don't know. I've got windows closed. I don't know what's going on. But thanks for letting me know that. Adrian growing Bananas Noire too. So excited. Tiffany Horty, these are on my list and are the strongest seedlings by far. They really are. They grow very tall. The stems are thin, so you want to ideally grow it in 2 to 3 stems, but they're always like super strong. Any of you who've grown it know that it's always like, it's like a monster. It does really, really well. I wish I could take credit for it. We just stabilized it, but it really is a great variety. And I'm going to try crossing it with something this year. Hey, Nicole, I've got a beautiful Bananas Noire planted. It's 3 feet tall and full of flowers, Southeast Texas near Houston. Yay! I hope you like it as much as I do. If it does grow into a cherry, what are you going to name it? Probably Bananas Noire Cherry. Just to keep things less confusing. We can see all the slides. All right, well, I'm glad you guys could see the slides. I don't need to see the slides, right? Lisa, this is going to be a long series. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. Maybe next week I'll move it up to 90 minutes. I don't know. I wanted things that people can watch of mine that don't make people that aren't in our community. I want people to be able to tune in and be like, oh my God, it's like 2 hours. That's the Thursday show. Yes, I will see you guys Thursday. Please tune in to Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The times have not yet changed over in Europe as far as I know. So you're an hour earlier or hour less of a time difference. So I think in the UK, it is now 4 hours instead of 5. And Norway, it's 5 hours instead of 6 right now. So you may want to check for sure, but it is 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is when I tend to do most of my shows. So thank you all, gang. Thanks for being here. It's been a lot of fun, and I will see you next Tuesday with more from my 2025 grow list, and Thursday for Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce. Peace, love, get your gratitude on, and go grow tomatoes.